We live in a world that worships noise. Whoever shouts the loudest is often seen as the strongest. But nature hides a very profound and ancient secret. The most devastating storms often begin with a sudden stillness in the air, and the forces that truly change the world never make a single sound. Look closely at the quietest moments of existence. There is a hidden rhythm in the silence that the loud and the proud can never truly understand. Even a tiny drop of water carries the power to move an entire lake. It does not scream its presence. It simply acts with inevitable, quiet grace. In this sanctuary of the peaks, time seems to stop. The stone icons watch the centuries pass, teaching us that true power lies in being unshakable. We often mistake the echo for the source. We listen to the noise and ignore the heavy, silent weight of the bell that gives the sound meaning. Silence is not the absence of energy. It is the concentration of it. It is the gathering of potential before the manifestation of a truly great deed. Within these walls, the monks know that the loudest ego is often the weakest spirit. They seek the resonance that exists beneath the surface of words. The ancient texts speak of the void, a place where all things begin and end. It is a place of absolute silence, yet it contains everything. As the light touches the peaks, a story unfolds about two men, two paths, and the ultimate truth about where real strength is actually found today. Meet Hayato, a talented warrior who believes that power is meant to be displayed. To him, if you are not seen, you simply do not exist. Every punch he throws is a loud declaration. He wants the world to hear the wind crackling under the force of his strikes and his ambition. He trains under the sun, seeking the gaze of his peers. For Hayato, the applause of the crowd is the only measure of his growing martial skill. His technique is brilliant, shimmering like gold under the morning light. He moves with the speed of a leopard, demanding that everyone stop and watch him. In the corner, almost invisible, is Hoshin. He is an old man with a simple bamboo broom. His movements so slow they seem to stand still. Hoshin does not shout. He does not seek the light. He is content with the rhythm of the leaves and the quiet task of cleaning the path. Hayato looks at the old man and sees only weakness. He wonders why someone so frail is even allowed to stay within the walls of a warrior's temple. One builds his value through the eyes of others, while the other builds his internal world in the deep, undisturbed solitude of his own soul. Hoshin has become one with the silence. He does not fight the world. He flows with it, like a river that has found its destined path. Hayato believes he is the master of his craft. He does not yet know that the loudest thunder is often followed by a very short-lived storm. A wealthy merchant arrives, seeking a guardian for his most dangerous journey. He is a man who has seen the world and knows its hidden dangers. Seeing an opportunity for fame, Hayato steps forward. He wants to prove that his strength is exactly what the merchant needs to protect his valuable cargo. With a thunderous strike, he shatters a solid rock. The other students cheer loudly, impressed by the raw, explosive power of Hayato's heavy, crushing fist. The merchant remains silent. He is not looking for a showman who can break stones. He is looking for a spirit that cannot be broken. To everyone's surprise, the merchant walks past the young champion. He stops in front of the old monk, who is carefully picking up a fallen flower. The merchant sees how Hoshin handles the small, fragile life. He recognizes a level of mastery that does not need to destroy to prove its own worth. Hayato is insulted. He feels the sting of rejection, unable to comprehend why an old sweeper is receiving more attention than a warrior who shatters mountains. Applause is a dangerous drug. It makes you believe you are at the summit when you are still only wandering in the low, foggy foothills. The merchant knows the truth of the world. Those who talk the most often have the least to say, and the deepest waters are always still. But before the merchant can speak further, the sky turns black. The mountains themselves seem to groan as a great dark power begins to wake. Nature does not warn before it strikes. A massive mudslide, triggered by the shifting earth, begins its deadly descent toward the unsuspecting monastery below. The roar of the mountain is deafening. Thousands of tons of earth and stone are accelerating, creating a wall of destruction that nothing can seem to stop. Hayato stands frozen. His hands, which could shatter stones, now tremble uncontrollably. He realizes that his flashy techniques are useless against the raw fury of Earth. When true disaster strikes, the outer shell is the first thing to break. Strength built on the praise of the crowd vanishes when the crowd flees. He looks at his hands, once his source of pride, now just symbols of his helplessness. All his training was for show, not for this terrifying reality. The darkness swallows the courtyard. The wind howls like a wounded beast, and the very foundations of the ancient temple begin to shake and groan. Amidst the screaming and the panic, only one man remains still. Hoshin does not run. He does not hide. He simply watches the mountain coming. He lets go of his humble tool, his heart empty of fear. He has spent a lifetime preparing for this moment, not with noise, but with stillness. He looks like a grain of sand before a tidal wave. But there is a secret weight to his presence that the mountain can already feel. The moment of truth has arrived. The mask of the ego has fallen away, leaving only the pure, silent essence of a man who truly knows. Hoshin does not shout a battle cry. He does not flex his muscles. He simply connects his spirit to the very heart of the trembling earth. Real power does not seek to destroy. It seeks to redirect. It is a force of harmony, not of conflict. It is the language of existence. The landslide meets a wall of pure silence. The rocks do not crash. They obey. They are guided by a will that is far stronger. He is not fighting the mountain. He is listening to it. He has spent years hearing the breath of the forest, and now the forest listens. The miracle is quiet. There are no sparks, no explosions of light, just the impossible sight of nature's wrath being tamed by a single, silent soul. The temple stands like an island in a sea of mud. The destructive energy is channeled away, diverted by the profound calm of the old sweeper. The silence returns, heavier and more powerful than the noise ever was. The mountain has spent its fury, found its peace, and finally becomes still again. His strength was not in his muscles, but in his lack of resistance. He was a conduit for the universe, a vessel for the silent power. They witnessed the impossible. They saw a power that does not need a name, a rank, or a trophy. They saw the echo of the silence. The crisis is over, and so is the display. Hoshin returns to his duty, for the work of the soul is never truly finished or complete. As the clouds part, the world looks different. The air is fresh, and the fear has been replaced by a deep sense of profound, quiet wonder. Hayato approaches the old master. The arrogance is gone, replaced by a humble realization of how little he actually knew about the nature of true strength. He understands now. To be truly great is to be invisible. To be truly powerful is to be as still as the heart of a mountain. There is no lecture, no ego-driven correction, just a touch that says, you are finally ready to begin the real journey into the quiet depth. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less. It is the beginning of a wisdom that the world cannot easily take. The peak of martial arts, and the peak of life itself, is to become a part of the eternal silence that governs all things in nature. Are you building your value in the darkness? Or are you only strong when the world is watching you with its fickle and judgmental eyes? Remember this truth. Thunder may be terrifying and loud, but it is the silent, gentle rain that actually makes the flowers and the trees grow. The greatest power never makes a sound. It sits within you, waiting for the moment you choose to be still and listen to your heart. The choice is yours to make, every day. Will you be the empty thunder? Or will you be the life-giving, powerful, and very silent rain?